He really carves the ramp more than anyone I've seen on the Vert ramp today, which is something the judges are definitely looking for. He's turning both ways, as you see right there. And there's his mute 540. That's what I'm talking about as far as definition goes in grabs. He grabbed it and tweaked it. Also carved a long way across the ramp.
So good use of the ramp for Attanasio. Words of wisdom from Paul Molina. Cesar Mora and Matt Salerno, Paul Molina's teammates, still to come. The Australians are very much at the forefront of this sport. And Attanasio performing beautifully here. First time we've seen him on Yoz action, and the German on good form. This was the big 540, the best trick of the run. And he moves into first place with a score of 77.33. Also in the first round, Manuel Billiris of Australia. Disappointing run, had some problems and scored only 65. Coming back from injury. Now another Australian, finished in 10th place in last year's X Games, but has made significant improvements since then, Cesar Mora. Mora gets going in this first run here in the inline vert final. Cesar Mora really putting it together now. Salerno still to come, the big favourite. Everybody desperate to beat Matt Salerno. When he competes, he usually wins. It's as simple as that. But Mora is going well. Last few seconds of the run from Cesar Mora. Very smooth, huge amount of height. Big trick to round out on the 50 seconds, doesn't quite put down the 720. 1080 in fact, 1080. Line. Mora goes second with a score of 76. Now Matt Salerno, the one that they all want to beat. Salerno from Sydney, Australia, 19 years of age, already qualified for the X Games. Had a recent win at the Ultimate Inline Challenge. And again, while Salerno skates, we'll hand over to the other Australian, Paul Molina, who'll talk us through the run from Matt Salerno.
This is a guy that never slips up, he never falls over. He is the closest thing to perfection you can get. Eggplant McTwist. Now he's getting into his grinds. This guy spins both ways so well, you really can't tell which way switch and which way's not. There's the switch 720.
Salerno can do some of the most difficult tricks in both directions. I can't see anything negative about this first run from Matt Salerno as he skates right to the buzzer. Brilliant performance from the Australian. He's taking some beating this year. Might not be good enough to win the competition, but it's certainly good enough to lead the competition. Let's have a look at the difference here between turning one way and the other, almost like writing with your right hand and your left hand. Salerno leads the way, 78.67, but will probably need to do more than that to win the competition. It leads for the moment at least ahead of Attanasio and Mora. Back with the second run now, and Cesar Mora needs 78.68 to lead. Good high-flying start from Mora, who sits in 4th position after the first run. Let's go over to Paul Molina now.
Chosen to define his grab and link his tricks properly. The alley-oop 720. It's one of the hardest spins you can do, right into a 900. Cesar's linking his tricks the way he wants to do. He knows if he can keep it up, he can win this contest, he can beat Matt Salerno.
Now, Cesar Mora. Paul Molina reckons he can beat Matt Salerno. It's a good run. I'm not sure it's going to beat Matt Salerno. Salerno, of course, still to come. Oh, and Mora might have blown it there. But it had so much in it, this run, from Cesar Mora. Whoa, so much in there. Goes for the front flip at the end, just sits down at the end of it, but it was spectacular anyway. He was the first man to do that trick. Let's hear from Cesar Mora.
I just risked it. Had nothing to lose. Coming third, I want to get first or second. The only way to do that is to do something no one else does, or just trying anyway. I just risked the 720 across the round. Lost it a bit, but still went for the 900. Just went for the disaster 540 Liu Kang, which is the riskiest trick you can do. Hopefully it pays off. If it doesn't, I'm happy with my second run. And I dedicated that last somersault for Chris Edwards.
Mora leads at the moment with Salerno second, but Salerno hasn't skated his second run yet. He's about to. 78.67 is what he scored. That's been bettered since by his teammate Cesar Mora. Salerno now has to react and counter-attack. Last chance for Matt Salerno, in he drops. The Virginia Beach crowd getting right behind Matt Salerno, and he's reacting well to it. He was the leader after the preliminaries, which means he's last to skate, which gives him a certain advantage. Multiple spins in this second and final run from Matt Salerno. We've seen a 720 and an unnatural 720 already in this run from Salerno. 82.67 to beat with just 6 seconds remaining. Needs to finish with something big. And the eggplant McTwist is what he goes for. Now, is it enough? Anything above 82.67 will give him the win. 720, followed by the unnatural 720, and then the 540.
Tell me why you thought you needed to step up that much in your second run.
Well, the advantage of going last of being the final skater is that you get to watch other people's runs and basically see what you have to do. So I was fortunate enough to be the last run because I qualified first, which was good. And then Cesar Mora just pulled out this run from nowhere. It's my boy from Sydney, and then I don't know. I guess I had to try and skate my best. Hopefully it was good. And he's just pushing me.
And good enough it was. 83 dead. Another win for Matt Salerno, despite the...
Look at happening, and I do something totally different. He does the same. I mean, he's got his own smooth style. He's like my best friend, and we skate all the time. So if I see him skating good, I want to skate good. It's like he drives me now. If I see him do that, then I just want to do something different, but just as good.
Healthy rivalry between the two Aussies. Matt Salerno and Cesar Mora today. It was Salerno's day.